and welcome to the extension of Module 8, Building Your Website. I did make reference to the hub and spoke model. I just thought I'd put that in its own special video because it is, in some aspects, its own concept. Essentially, we are, as before, if you just follow my mouse, hopefully you can see that. We're talking about the hub and spoke model with your website, your name, or your band's name exactly .com or .net if you can't get the .com. Basically, you want a hosted page, essentially, as we talked about in Module 8. If none of these terms are making sense, just go back and listen to Module 8. Essentially, what the hub and spoke model is if you can imagine this being a bicycle wheel, the most important part of a bicycle wheel is actually the hub. One spoke can fall out of a bicycle wheel, although it's not ideal, and hopefully you're not moving if that was to happen. One can rattle loose or become loose, and it won't affect the overall integrity of the bike completely, making it not usable. Whereas if you were to lose the hub, basically the entire wheel, if that was to either bend or break for some reason or seize up, you then can't use your bike at all. So that's essentially what we're trying to do. We're making our website here the center, and if these were each individual element of each spoke, directing traffic back to the site where we hopefully want to get people. So this is an environment that we control entirely. It looks the way we want. It has the rules that we want as far as people being able to comment in forums and all those sorts of things. It's not dictated to us by someone else. People can use the language we want. We can use the language we want. We can have whatever pictures, files, combinations of artworks, themes, looks, all that stuff. It's entirely ours, and we can brand that however we want. And there's no chance of us getting kicked off for any kind of particular reason, as can happen with some other sites if you break their terms and conditions by accident. So essentially you can see a bunch of green lines going everywhere here. I hope that's not too confusing. Essentially it's just to show that each of our spokes can actually fuel each other to some degree as far as content. So YouTube is video hosting, engagement and monetization. That's in relation to YouTube ads, that you can put those on your page and start running ads and making some money, hopefully, if you get some traffic. SoundCloud, we're saying we're using that for music hosting. Bonus content, as in acoustic tracks or live MP3s that you don't want to host on your own site, as a way of just getting people to have something special if they do follow you on SoundCloud. Facebook, we know we can use Facebook for pretty much everything as far as putting content out there, but we're going to use Facebook in this circumstance as an engine for presenting pictures, news, videos, and engaging with people. Hype FM, which is an aggregator of MP3 blogs and MP3 blogs in general. These are the type of places after we build a relationship with those people, which I advise you go out and get a copy of Your Band is a Virus by James Moore if you want to know a little bit more about how to do that well. We're going to be sourcing, hopefully, some positive testimonials, reviews, press, and support from those blogs. That can then be fed back through Facebook, as can SoundCloud with the embed player, as can YouTube. But as you can see, they also direct directly back at the site. They're all pointing back here, and we don't want people then leaving again to go and do something else. We don't want people to come to the site where it's our environment and then push them back to Facebook or push them back out to the MP3 blog that they came from. As much as we appreciate their support, we want people to stay in our environment, interact with our community, and have as much fun there as they can, listen to the music, maybe even buy something or share the page or Google Plus it so it ranks better in search, all those types of things. So we want to keep people there. So, for example, we can use HypeM to gather hopefully some positive testimonials over time through different blogs that they aggregate. Put that into Twitter along with some YouTube clips over a day, and then that should hopefully force some traffic back to our website where we can then keep people. Hopefully the hub and spoke model makes a little bit more sense now. If you can imagine our website, the thing that we own, our strongest, most essential tool online to be the hub, emissary sites such as Facebook, the MP3 blogs that are aggregated by hypem.com, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, all those pages we can then use to push people back to our website and hopefully keep them there and they have a good time. Okay, so hopefully that makes a little bit more sense now, and we'll move on to Module 9, social media.